A very good afternoon to you. Happy festivities. We are glad you still allow us into your space. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango, and we are excited. We're just 2 to 3 days away to enter into 2024. This is your lunchtime news, and straight away into the bulletin. In a bid to curb the high maternal mortality rate in Uganda, Prime Minister Robina Nabanja has taken a drastic step, ordering the arrest of all traditional birth attendants found operating illegally. The move comes amidst concerning reports that only 47% of mothers in Uganda deliver with assistance of trained healthcare professionals. The remaining births often occur at home, attended by traditional birth attendants whose practices are deeply rooted in tradition and often lack the medical knowledge and equipment necessary for safe childbirth. Let's hear this more in this report.
Traditional birth attendants, but for the service in the district. As I talk now, Great Prime Minister, Naka registering 82 traditional birth attendants, with an aim of meeting them, who are the do's and the don'ts in the district. Kyonka abamu bakyekirize, abamu tukoye kwa meeting, by to the TBS are doing us a service as we conduct deliveries and as we offer maternal and child health services.
In 2006, the president made a pronouncement abolishing traditional birth attendants. Is that true or false?
Right, Honorable, it is true, but we don't have any right up to that effect.
So you are waiting for a letter after the speech. The president has said anything that all TBS in this district stop being operational.
Thank you so much.
Mutaikiriza abazalisa omubyalo byanyu tetukyabetaaga habwokuba bakwita abakazi. Ati mbalize nka leader of government business where the Ministry of Health falls. Okwendera mpandike olwokokole DPC, you will arrest traditional birth attendants. Nokumumanya ngu ali akuzalisa, we shall go and arrest them.
Abasawo tubalina bwe bakuwadde oba kugambye nti komawo olunaku gwe tukomawo n'omwami kubiriza omukyala asobole okukola ki okukomawo. Kyenjagala twagala okuteekawo ku luno kwe kulaba nti omusawo bw'aba kugambye nti olina kudda ku lunaku bwe luti atwale n'akasimuko akujjukize. Akasente ako si kanene nnyo, ne vvi ekiti wali amujjukize, tulabe nti tutaasa ki obulamu. Ebyo bye bindese kubanga statistics gyenfuna okuva malwaliro gaffe ekifaananyi kikyali kibi nnyo.
Okay.
Now, despite achieving the Guinness World Record for the longest cooking time, clocking in at an impressive 125 hours, Dorcas Bashema Kirabo, also known as Mama D, is set to continue her culinary marathon for an addition of 90 hours until the 31st of December.
At Chila Town Council to witness and be part of the historic moment as Dorcas Bashema Kirabo, Mama D shatters the Guinness World Record for the longest cooking time.
Some of us is not about the meals, but the meals I had yesterday, the spaghetti, chigere, and cocoa, bionna, to be it. But I'm so much grateful for Uganda to come up with such a passion, to come up with such a project, and then we Ugandans, we decided to support my to supporting. And we are still here.
Been here for 4 consecutive days, but I go and rest and clean up. Yeah.
From the day Mama D started, I was here. I landed from Fort Porto, to here.
Dorcas Bashema Kirabo also known as Mama D, is a Ugandan chef who commenced her cooking marathon on the 23rd of December with the goal of breaking the existing record set by Alan Fisher from Ireland in Mutsu, Japan. Alan Fisher cooked for an impressive 119 hours and 57 minutes, dethroning Nigerian chef Hilda Basenya, who previously held the record at 93 hours and 11 minutes. Since starting on the 23rd of December, Dorcas Bashema Chirabo has prepared a remarkable 116 meals. She is determined to continue her cooking marathon until the 31st of December, awaiting verification and announcement from the Guinness World Record team. It is noteworthy that before embarking on the marathon, she submitted proposals to various organizations seeking support, although many did not respond.
We went on looking for sponsorship, but she was neglected.
She came to us with this amazing and daring proposal looking for support, and when we looked at it, it ties in perfectly with our brand communication.
It is important to note that the Guinness World Record does not provide financial rewards to record holders, rather it celebrates the achievement of being the world's best. Dorcas Bashema Chirabo joins the other esteemed Ugandan Guinness World Record holders like Raymond Kahuma, who made the largest Rolex, and King Oyo, recognized as the youngest reigning monarch, among others. Nasari Fatia reporting for UBC News.
In a related development, Ugandan climate activist Faith Patricia Ariokot is scaling new heights, or rather gripping them tightly. Ariokot has embarked on a daring quest to break the world record for the longest tree hug by an individual, a testament to her firm dedication to environment protection. This isn't her first attempt. On December 8th, she set out to conquer the record, but faced technical hurdles, including camera glitches that unfortunately disqualified her feat. Undeterred, Ariokot returned on December 29th, her resolve as strong as the roots of the mighty tree she embraces. This morning, Ariokot, the founder of Faith in Trees, posted on her ex social media page one quote, "Last time I attempted the record, I was strong. At this point, I trust the team around me and believe that your support will get me over the 13 hours and beyond."
I'm not sad or happy. Sad tears. I'm comfortable where I am.
Very interesting. Now, attacks in Nigeria's central plateau state left nearly 160 people dead after gunmen rounded several villages over the weekend. Authorities say the raids were senseless and unprovoked.
Serious incident this year in the region. Authorities say the raids were senseless and unprovoked. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has assured affected communities that the culprits will be found. No group has yet claimed responsibility for the latest unrest. However, the region has seen a rise in violence between farmer and herder communities competing over limited resources. Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima on Wednesday visited people displaced by the latest attacks and spoke to survivors.
When one community bleeds, the entire nation feels the pain. The pain we feel now transcends ethnicity or religion, geography or politics. The grief that binds us is a testament to our shared humanity, not differences.
What we have seen in these recent tragedy in the past few days is a tragedy of enormous proportion. I can't imagine the inhumanity that has been displayed when a human being can see a helpless child and shoot a gun. This is wicked, and I can't just imagine it. I can't wrap my head around it.
Now, the latest batch of the East African Community Regional Forces left the Democratic Republic of Congo weeks ago, but some analysts in Goma claim that the forces comprising of Uganda, Rwanda, Kenya and South Sudan, plus Burundi, did not achieve much. They say that the M23 rebels have since returned back to haunt the masses like in the past.
The force, comprising of troops drawn from Kenya, Uganda, Burundi and South Sudan, has since cited a mixture of successes and drawbacks during its stay here in the eastern part of Congo. It says it achieved its mandate, but regrets that rebel groups have since returned to areas they had previously vacated.
We welcomed them with open arms when they arrived here. Our hope then was that they would have helped us in the fight against M23 rebels, but they didn't do that. So I still support our leaders' decision to have them leave.
They never attempted to advance against the rebels. They were operating in the same area as rebels like M23, and they started collaborating. So why say that we are vulnerable when they leave? No. We have our army and government allied militias, and we depend on them for our security.
CGTN has established that about 4,000 troops from the Southern African Development Community, SADC, will arrive here in the Democratic Republic of Congo to fill the void that has been left by forces from the East African Community. The cost of the operation is estimated to be about $1 million. The exit was to coincide with the handover of the mandate to Southern African Development Community troops' arrival in Goma, but that has not happened. M23 has taken advantage of the gap to return to vacated areas.
They kept going back to their homes because the force had the first priority to secure a population. But today the force has gone, and as on ground today the fights have already started, and the M23 have already captured those regions they have left to the East African Community Forces. Today, as we are speaking, there are fights in Masisi territory, and the situation is getting worse, and there are a lot of people we are coming from this area to again join the camp of people who have been displaced. I think today the situation is really complicated, and the departure of the East African Community Force has a real impact on the security.
As North Kivu prepares to usher in the SADC mission in DRC, anxiety looms.
So today, of course, the government is still pleading so that the SADC force can come. But if we look at the geopolitical position of the region, which is under occupation, and the country of East Africa, we just directly understand that these countries of East Africa have a real influence on the region which is occupied. It means if we want to find a solution of security in this region, we should not go out of the East African community, because this country can do whatever possible to secure the region, to find a solution, or to disturb the region.
As we do not have any authority, but if it's a decision by our top leadership, we are okay with SADC coming. But SADC should not behave the way East African forces did, and if they do, they will also.
Now, an ongoing cholera outbreak in Zimbabwe has dampened the holiday season for many this year in the capital, Harare. The city last month declared a state of emergency, with suspected cases now toppling 10,000.
Making merry or taking a break over the holiday, McDonald Chipvongodze is working hard to contain a piling heap of rubbish.
It's getting out of hand, so I'm trying to create a buffer to make sure the garbage doesn't spread to the food stores.
But as it is, the uncollected refuse is already a health hazard, posing risks like cholera, which is spreading rapidly in Zimbabwe's capital. Some residents blame municipal authorities for worsening the outbreak.
They claim to have dedicated all their manpower to areas where cholera is speaking, and that's why they can't attend to the garbage here. I appreciate that their resources are strained, but I think they are just being negligent.
They don't collect refuse, yet we pay for that service, and tapped water is rationed. How are we supposed to stop cholera when the authorities are doing things that cause more infections?
The city of Harare stepped up preventive awareness campaigns ahead of Christmas. It had previously banned food vending, though many who rely on it for a livelihood are still in business.
We now ask all our customers to wash their hands with dishwashing liquid whether they want to or not. And we save our food hot because that's what the authorities recommend. At home we are using water that has been treated with tablets.
According to the Health Ministry, there have been more than 13,000 suspected cholera cases and over 220 confirmed deaths since February.
Fears that there could be more cases have been heightened by the onset of the rains. The Meteorological Services Department forecasts that the skies will continue to open up well into the new year.
The combination of rainwater, burst sewer pipes and uncollected refuse, which make an ideal breeding ground for waterborne diseases, will see some residents here being more apprehensive and festive during this holiday season. Farangwa Kutuya, CGTN, Harare, Zimbabwe.
Meet Stone Atwine, the co-founder of Eversend, a startup that is building financial technology from Uganda to the world. From currency exchange to business banking, Stone and his team are doing it all. Stone embodies the grit and the commitment to take a startup from nothing to something. Stone, keep building. You are unstoppable. MTN, the Unstoppable Network, celebrates you. Download the Eversend app and together, let's support Ugandans like Stone who are driving our country's unstoppable progress.
In this family, we can't agree on anything. Martha. We can't even agree on what to watch. All the games to play. Martha. Ndoza Mulabi. We can't even agree on what to eat. At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long. Anti-economy. I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
It's bigger and better. The old boys and girls of Gulu Public School present the 5th edition of the Alumni Reunion Party with the theme, We Are the Bridge, Our Past, Present and the Future. The reunion will take place on the 30th of December 2023 at the Gulu Public School with so many activities aligned, starting with the prayer, annual meeting, car wash, nyama choma, entertainment. So don't miss. For more information, call 0772 529 700.
When it is KB o'clock, you need more from your voice bundles. That's why MTN is offering you more minutes across all networks that don't expire. Buy the new 90-minute Freedom Bundle at 5K or the 200-minute bundle at 10K and jazz with no limit. Katiteri ate, no excuses. Make the call now. Dial *100*21# or use the My MTN app and enjoy your freedom bundle today. MTN. Together, we are unstoppable. Terms and conditions apply. MTN is regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Welcome back from that short break. Thank you so much for keeping it with us as we continue. The Israel military is again intensifying its air and ground offensive in Gaza. Strikes on Thursday killed at least 50 Palestinians as Israel continues its military campaign against Hamas, which is considered a terror group by many countries. Meanwhile, tens of thousands of already displaced Palestinian families are filling in a new mass exodus from central Gaza. But many of the displaced families say they have been living in despair for far too long, struggling with shortages of food, water and health supplies, and without a roof over their heads.
Still buried under rubble. Others have fled, trying to escape the bombing.
They told us to go to Rafah, but we don't want to. Why should we? To go and live in the streets there? The entire neighborhood here was evacuated.
As more people flee their homes in search of shelter, many end up in makeshift camps. Overcrowded and without running water, daily life is a constant struggle.
Enough of the war. Enough of the pain, enough of the hunger, of the hurting. We're tired of everything in this life. There's nothing for basic needs. It's difficult to make dough, to wash clothes. We have to bring water to drink and to wash. We're all suffering. We need to buy sanitary towels for girls and women, but we can't find any. We have to wait in long queues.
With supplies running low, food prices are also soaring. The UN Refugee Agency has warned that 40% of Gaza's population is at risk of famine.
Some people can't even buy canned food because of the prices. They're 10 times higher than before.
No matter where they go, Gazans say their lives are always at risk. If the bombing doesn't kill them, they fear a slow death from hunger or disease.
Stephen Ryan from the International Committee of the Red Cross is in Rafah, where nearly half of all Gazans have fled. He told me about the conditions there.
Well, the scenes that you see across Rafah each and every day become more and more concerning. Over the last couple of weeks, we have seen tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people arrive in Rafah to set up temporary tents in places that aren't designed to host large numbers of people. You would have seen in the report just now that the conditions in these places are not suitable. There isn't enough water, there isn't enough shelter material, there isn't enough sanitation, and certainly people also don't have enough access to food. Even if there is food on the market, you will have heard that most people can't afford it.
And into the world of sports, Arsenal suffered their first home defeat of the season after conceding in each half against West Ham. The visitors took the lead with a disputed opener from Thomas Soucek after a defensive mix-up, and though they toiled for the leveller and hit the post through Bukayo Saka, we fell further behind in the second half, and then defender Dinos, who played 8 times for us in the late 2010s, headed home from a corner to condemn the team a painful defeat.
It's Bukayo Saka, hits the post, and the rebound just couldn't quite be diverted home. Son works it to Rice. It's Declan Rice! Oh, and it's so close to the level up. It's a nice delivery, and it's headed home by Konstantinos Mavropanos. Here's Erdegaard. Lines a shot up, and Ariola touches it around the post for a corner. It's Benrahma against Raya. And Raya saves! That's a fine stop.
Well, following the news of our very own First Lady Janet Mwanafunzi falling sick or testing positive for COVID-19, as a national broadcaster, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, we are sending our Getwell wishes to the First Lady, and we know that the Almighty God will heal her, and as it is written that by His stripes we are healed. We send the stripes of our Lord Jesus Christ to heal the First Lady, Janet Mwanafunzi. Get well soon, Mama.
Mama Janet Mwanafunzi, we wish you a quick recovery from COVID-19. Please do some bit of exercising and eat some fruits. Get that advice from Jaja. You know, also he was a victim of COVID-19, but he managed to kick it out of his body. We wish you a quick recovery. I'm Yaruhanga brand, Yaruhanga from UBC TV with the entire team here. We wish you a quick recovery and a prosperous Happy New Year.
It's really not good news that our dear First Lady Mama got COVID. But the good news is that she's responding to treatment. So that makes us happy as UBC staff. And the best I can do now is to wish her a quick recovery. But also, what we learn from this is that still COVID is around. So we still need to take precautions against this disease. Thank you.
But we shall really see her out of it. We are praying. We are praying very hard to see that this situation is reversed. I wish our mama, the mother for this country, a happy recovery.
And that is our Get Well Soon message from the entire corporation. Thank you so much for being a mother to this nation. And now, of course, that's a caution that COVID still lives among us, and we should be more precautious. My name is Patricia Lukoma Mpango. A very good afternoon to you and happy festivities. We will meet again at 8 and 10 today.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.